I'm Sydney.
And I'm Paris. So guys, 2020 has been absolutely crazy for my sister and I, right?
Yeah.
Like, it's been crazy. And I'm sure it's been crazy for a lot of you guys as well. So today we're going to get a little personal in this video and just let you guys know what's going on in our lives.
I wrote 3 questions and my sister wrote 3 questions, and we're going to ask each other these questions that we wrote. These are questions that we feel like you guys will be interested in knowing. And one thing about us, we always want to be transparent with you guys and let you know what we're going through, good or bad.
Absolutely. And the interesting thing about it is we don't know what each other's going to ask today.
So it should be exciting.
It should be exciting. Girl, what you going to ask me?
Girl.
As you can tell by the title of this video, we're going to get into some really juicy topics today. So let's get straight into it.
Question number 1 for you, sister. What sparked you to quit a promising career in the middle of a pandemic? Because sis quit her job.
I did, y'all. Okay, so I quit my job in the middle of a pandemic. Wow, I can't believe I did that. That was crazy, right? So one thing I will say, okay, let me give you a little history for those who don't know about me. My sister does, but you guys don't. So my job, I had an amazing career. I was an agent for the federal government. I did that for 4 years right out of college. It was an amazing job. It took 8 months to get the job. When I got it, I was super, super, super excited. And it was just a great, like she said, a promising career. During the pandemic, I never needed or wanted for anything. I worked from home. I was already working from home before the pandemic. So when the pandemic happened, it really wasn't a big shock or a big change for me because I was already working from home like 3 to 4 days a week anyways. I love my job. I love the people. I love what I did. The pay was great. Benefits were great. All that, right? But one thing I can honestly say is I wasn't 100% happy with what I was doing. Put it this way. I will always tell myself, the amount of work and effort that I put in that job, if I just put that same amount of effort into myself, into my own businesses, like, girl, I just would always think, how successful would I be? Where can my hard work and dedication take me? So with that being said, I really just wanted to be my own boss. And it's just that simple. I have no other explanation other than the fact that I just want to work for myself. Like, is that so wrong?
Girl said, I'm out of here. I'm quitting my job later, lose.
And this is not right. And this is not something that I just decided to do during the pandemic.
Right.
This is something I feel like I've been wanting to do forever. Like, right? I went to college. I got a degree in business economics. For those of you who don't know, I wanted to be an economist for the government. You know, I have big dreams. Like, I'm super intelligent. But I think one thing we always try to do is do what we were taught to do, which was go to school, get an education, go to college. You know, I have friends that have multiple degrees. Shout out to you guys. But for me, it's like, none of that can get me where I want to go. I know what's going to get me where I want to go.
Right.
And that's why I resigned from my job for 4 years, so that I can dedicate my time to what I need to do to get where I need to go. Okay.
I feel you, girl. Well, I'm very proud of you. Very bold, very brave of you. Not a lot of people can do it. I know some people hate their job and they're still working at their job for 20 plus years. So for you to say 4 years later, I'm out, got a dash, I commend you.
Thank you. And for the record, guys, just so you know, I didn't hate my job. I just know that it's just not what I'm destined to do.
All right. Won't ask you no more about it. Okay.
First question for you. How did you feel when you got laid off from your job? Like, girl, replay that moment. Like, how did you feel in that moment? Like, what did you do? I couldn't imagine.
First of all, I didn't do anything. But let me just tell y'all a story. Because like Paris just said, I got laid off from my job. It's actually kind of embarrassing. But, you know, like I said, we want to be transparent with you all. So here I am going to tell you all how I got laid off. So guys, I was working at a consulting firm. I was working in the accounting department. And as we all know, accounting is very boring. But my degree was in business finance. So it was a good career path for me, I thought, whatever. So I was working there. And I already didn't like it. I already knew this wasn't for me. I wasn't happy. The pandemic happened. We all got sent home. I was just working from home, kind of slacking off, still doing my work, doing what needs to be done, but not really giving it my all because I'm depressed, y'all. We in a pandemic, like it's a lot going on. I'm just stuck there. I lived by myself, so I was just stuck there, just looking at myself all day, just like, all right. Then my boss called me one day and he said, Sydney, I need to talk to you. We just feel like you're not really into this, we think that you're lacking energy and passion. Those are his exact words. Energy and passion. And he was right. I was lacking that. I didn't have that. I was not energetic. I was not passionate about none of that. So he was like, I'm gonna put you on a 30-day probation. If you do good in these 30 days, then we're gonna take you off of probation. But if not, we're gonna have to lay you off. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna get my stuff together because I don't wanna get laid off. That's kind of tacky. Okay, y'all, this is where it gets kind of crazy. So I'm doing good, right? I'm like really exceeding my goals. I'm making my calls, I'm hitting my budget goals, like everything's great. Then after the 30 days, he calls me and he was like, yeah, so, I put you on a probation period. I want to see how you were doing. Unfortunately, this isn't for you. Y'all, I was shook and dizzy. My mouth dropped. While I was on the phone, I was literally like, I just knew he was about to tell me, you're off probation, you did so good,
Right.
I'm so proud of you. Because like I said, I hit all my goals, I exceeded my goals. So I was like, okay, whatever. So to answer your question, how was I feeling? I was offended. First of all, we're in the middle of a pandemic. So people depressed right now. People are going through a lot of stuff. I'm already going through some personal stuff. I'm just sitting here depressed. And now I just lost my job. I called my sister crying. I didn't know.
I felt so
who to
bad.
call. Literally, I didn't want to call my mom. I didn't want to call my friends. I was like, I'm gonna call my sister. Maybe she'll understand. I don't know, because she's thinking about quitting her job anyway. So
And I felt terrible when she called me. I didn't know what to say, but
I was like, how am I going to tell everyone that I just got fired? So yeah, I was really hurt. I was embarrassed. And then my second reaction was like, okay, what you about to do? You just got laid off. Now it's your time to really think about what it is that Siggy wants to do. Think
Right.
about what it is that I want to do for the rest of my life and really give my all to that. Really give my energy and passion to what it is that I want to do.
when you told your sis you liked what?
Energy and passion. Because I did. Like I said, y'all, I did. And I'm not going to deny that part. But that's because I genuinely did not want to do that. And that's what that situation taught me. It was a sign that I really needed to get my stuff together and move forward with my life and not waste any more time working for someone and being unhappy at this job.
You wasted your time, but then you said I lack passion and energy. It's like, maybe I did, because I don't want to be here. So thanks for
letting me
go.
Yeah.
You actually did.
You did me a big favor. And what they don't know is
They unleashed a beast, okay? That's what they did. Playing with my sister.
Okay, question number 2 for you. What is your greatest fear as you embark on your new journey, and do you have any worries or concerns?
So that is actually a really good question. You know why that's a good question? Because I would like to think in a perfect world, like a perfect cliche world, I have absolutely no concerns, no worries, and I'm just gonna get out there and get it. It's easy to say, right? But being an entrepreneur, being your own boss is always gonna be risk. So in the back of my mind, I gotta admit that there is slight fear, right? But one thing about me, I wake up every morning now, I meditate, I journalize, I pray. So it's like I could sit here and be fearful, or I can give it all to God. And to be honest, I'm really confident. I'm so confident. For people who know me, they know I am super confident in myself. There is not much you can do or say that's gonna break me down, okay? I know what it takes for me to be where I wanna be. So yes, sometimes I do kind of get a little concerned on what it is that I'm gonna do, how I'm gonna get there. But I'm excited more than anything, and I know what it takes. That's the most important. I know what it takes, and I'm willing to put in the work.
I feel like for you, it's more of when it's gonna happen, not if it's gonna happen.
Yeah, not if or how. It's like, I agree.
Yeah.
That's good. I agree. When. Hopefully soon.
Yeah.
But I agree. Yeah, that's good. I definitely agree. Question number 2 for you. So you did say you got laid off from your job, right? So my follow-up question is, what are some positive traits or characteristics you possess that will serve you well in your future endeavors?
Okay, great question, because I think I'm amazing. But some characteristics that I feel like I possess. Genuinely, I do think that I'm a very ambitious person. I'm always looking to better myself in any way that I can. Always making sure that I achieve my goals. No matter how long it takes, I want to make sure that I never give up. I'm very resilient. I just want to keep going and make sure that I'm bettering myself and being the best person that I can be.
Absolutely.
And secondly, I think I possess really great leadership skills. I've always considered myself to be a really strong leader. Never really followed the crowd, never really did what other people did. I always been my own person.
Yeah.
Always knew what I wanted and went after it. Never really compared my life to anyone else, actually. I know a lot of times people get so caught up on like what they see on Instagram and, oh, this person has this person got this Birkin bag, this person driving this Lambo truck. Like, I just try to think of myself and not try to compare myself to others or not try to like get in competition with anyone else but myself. I've always been that way because I don't want to be like nobody else. I'm me, and I think that's going to take me far in life. Just being myself. And I'm great. So
I like that about you.
thank you.
You are a very strong leader. You always have.
Thank you.
Probably got it from you.
Probably. Final question for you. Is there any advice you want to give me as I leap into the new chapter of my life, or any other girl in general that's needs encouragement or needs advice in their life? One thing about P, y'all, I call her P, whatever. One thing about her, she's a really good advice giver. So whenever anyone, her friends, myself, anybody is going through something, a lot of times they do call Paris and they ask her, like, what you think about this? Do you think I should do this? So.
I agree. Yeah, I agree. Okay, I am that friend for a lot of my friends. That friend that a lot of my friends call for advice. I'm a very level-headed friend. I'm gonna tell you, do not react while you're mad. Like, I am just that person, right? I'm gonna always tell you, like, give it some time, think about it first, just take a step back before you react, because you might do or say something that you may regret.
I've done that several times.
Yeah, but to answer your question, any advice that I would give you, or any girl in your position that's moving forward, or any
person,
anybody, even myself, right? So if I can go back in time and give advice to myself, right, I would tell myself, just like I would tell you, never ever let anyone make you feel bad for always wanting more. There is nothing wrong with wanting to be better, with wanting to be greater. There's nothing wrong. It's gonna be people in this world that's gonna make you feel like you're wrong because you want a certain look, or you want to drive a certain car, or you want a certain position at your job for those of you who work in corporate America, or you want to
work for myself.
Work for yourself, absolutely. And it's gonna be a lot of people that are gonna make you feel bad because you want more than what you have and what you see others have, and that is okay. That is okay. And I think sometimes there's this stereotype about, people who want more are materialistic, and I cannot stand that stereotype because I truly believe there's nothing wrong with wanting more in life. Imagine this. We're doing great right now, right? Even though you just got fired and I just resigned in the middle of a pandemic, we're still doing great, right? Probably the best we've ever done in our lives. Like, we're in a great position, okay? Imagine if what we had right now we felt like was the best and was good enough, and we missed all the blessings that are coming after this because we never took the time to want to be better or to elevate. And I think with so many people, they feel like if that's what you want, oh, you have too high expectations, or you are unrealistic, or even materialistic. I hate you. And I want you and everyone else that's watching to know that my biggest advice would be to never stop where you are. There's always room to grow. There's always room to be better, and there's always room to reinvent yourself. I reinvent myself every year. I'm a new person every year, y'all. Seriously.
I'm a new person every month. That person that got fired last month, I'm not that person. I'm not that person anymore. Not me no more.
The person at the beginning of the pandemic is not the person you would have got in the middle of the pandemic, and it's not the person that you're getting right now. As we enter to the new year, like, I'm always going to evolve. And I think there is absolutely nothing wrong with that. And I think that is something that we should
discuss more and encourage more.
Absolutely. I think that is something that we should normalize. Okay, last question for you. Do you have any regrets about going to college?
I think about this question often because I'm just like, what if I didn't go to college? How would my life be? What would I be doing? Where would I be at? So I do think about that often. But one thing about me is I try not to regret, or I don't think about regret a lot because I know everything happens for a reason, right?
Absolutely.
So going to college was probably the best 4 years of my life. I met I met some of my closest friends, my lifelong friends, so I don't regret it at all. I grew a lot. So that person that I was when I was 18 years old, graduating from high school, I needed that college transition.
Into adulthood.
Into adulthood.
Right.
I needed to find myself. I needed to be around like-minded individuals who are also going through the same thing with me. So yeah, I definitely needed those 4 years in college. I went to Texas State University and I got a bachelor's degree in finance. That's where I messed up. I think that's where the problem happened because I knew for a fact I didn't want to do that. I knew that I was going to be secure, I was going to be comfortable, and it would make a great career path, but it wasn't the career path for me. So I think that I should have evaluated that more because, to be honest, I knew what I wanted to do. I knew that I wanted to be in front of the camera. I knew that. I knew that. I knew that. So I originally wanted to go into broadcasting. So I should have stuck with it. But I felt like it wasn't promising.
Promising, or maybe secure.
It wasn't secure.
So you kind of doubt yourself.
I definitely doubted myself for it, and I was just like, it may take a lot of work, and I don't think I was willing to put in that work then. Mind you, I was 18. I was kind of.
You know what? I don't think it's that you weren't willing to. I think maybe you didn't know.
You didn't know how. Yeah, didn't know how, and it's crazy because Texas State has a really good broadcasting and journalism program. And I just went there for a business. I didn't even look into those great opportunities. But I will say that's where I messed up at. And I will say for anyone who is going to college, those first 2 years that you're in college, you're only doing your basic classes. So you really don't need to know what it is that you're doing. All you need to know is you need to use those 2 years to find yourself and find what it is that you want to do. I was interning every summer with these banks and investment firms, which are great. I just didn't want to do it. So instead of interning at these firms, I should have been interning at different media outlets, you know? I should have utilized that time different. And I think that's the only regret that I have.
Guys, go to college. Like, college was the best 4 years of my life. You just heard my sister say it was the best 4 years of her life. If you can go to college, go. But like she said, pick a major that you can utilize, and that's going to help you in your future. Absolutely. But, I mean, college isn't for everybody now.
It's not.
But
one thing I will say is you can make a lot of mistakes in college because
you can get away with it.
You can get with so much because I'm in college. Like we all going through it together.
College was fun. Yeah, it was a wonderful experience. But needless to say, you know, if we can do it again, we would probably pick different majors.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. Would I go to college still? Probably. Yeah. Would I choose a different major? Absolutely. Yeah. All right, y'all. So that is a wrap for our questions. I hope you enjoyed it. I didn't know she was gonna ask me that. I'm surprised that she was all up in my business like that, but hey, whatever.
I already know your business. It's the people that we were selling your business to.
Okay, y'all. So don't judge us. Like we said, we're trying to be open. We're trying to be transparent. I hope you guys can learn a lot from this.
And one thing is, we want you guys to come with us along our journey. Like, this is a new journey for us. Kind of scary, but at the same time, super exciting.
Yeah.
Super, super exciting. And I'm glad we're on this journey together.
Because child, if I was by myself.
So guys, if you like this video, give us a thumbs up, comment, and subscribe. And as always,
Pretty girls out.